Okay, this is the homework help video for Honors Math 3, Unit 4, Objective 7. And so I'm going to start with question number 2. So question number 2. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is just kind of mark where I have everything so I can kind of make sure I don't miss stuff. So I have a horizontal at y equals 3. And then I have two verticals. So I have two verticals. I have one at x equals 2 and the other at x equals 4. And I have an x-intercept, and that's at 0. And it's a bound, so I have a multiplicity of 2. So at x equals 0 with a multiplicity of 2 because it goes down and reflects back up. And no other x-intercepts, no slant of course because I have a horizontal. So I think that's everything. So then I'm going to set up my equation. So my vertical asymptotes go in the denominator, so both of these are going to go down here. And so I want to turn them into factors. So at x equals 2, so that would be a factor of x minus 2. And then x equals 4 would be a factor of x minus 4. And my x-intercepts go in the numerator. So I have an x-intercept at 0. So I don't want to write x minus 0. So that would just be x, and then with a multiplicity of 2 because of a bound, so that would be x squared. And then I want to check, verify my equation for the horizontal asymptote. And so I know it has to be at equal to 3. So if I do a horizontal asymptote check, then I would have, currently I would have just 1x squared in the numerator, and then x times x, so another x squared in the denominator. So right now that would indicate that I have a horizontal asymptote at 1. But I don't, right? I have it at 3. So that means I need the numerator to be 3 so that when I reduce it, I'll get a value of 3. And I have no holes in the graph, so I don't need to add in any factors, and so that would be the equation of the graph. Okay, let's do one more here. Let's take a look at number 8. So for this one here, so I'm going to mark everything again. So I have a vertical asymptote at x equals 3. And I have a slant asymptote, but that should work itself out. And I have an x-intercept at negative 4 and at 2. So negative 4, positive 2. And then I'm going to use this for my check, right? So I don't have a horizontal asymptote, so I'm going to check my y-intercept at 8/3 when I think I'm finished, just to kind of verify that I have 8/3 as my y-intercept. Okay. So let's set up our fraction. So my denominator is my vertical asymptote, and that's at x equals 3. So that'll be x minus 3 in the denominator. And I have an x-intercept here at negative 4, so that'll be x plus 4 in the numerator. And then I have another x-intercept at 2, so that'll be x minus 2. And then I want to do my y-intercept check, so I'm going to check that down here. So let x equals 0. So that would be negative 8 over negative 3, which is 8/3, and so we're all good. And then let's double check, make sure our slant asymptote we're 1 degree higher. So I have an x squared on the numerator and x in the denominator. So I'm 1 degree higher, so then we're good. And that's it for Objective 7.